All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rekah HaKadosh, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. All right, first off, I want to say Shalom to the ones that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, which are the apostles and elders on down to the brothers, right? And Shalom to the ones that are pushing Salaki, that are enduring this word, right? Until the very end in this faith, which are again the apostles and elders on down to the brothers and a few sisters. All right, so shalom. I want to do this video on a post that the brother, you can check out the channel right here, GMS Holland. You know, his phone being slow. GMS Holland, the Great Gathering 144. Right, so you can check out the brother's channel, and also his backup channels. Right. So just want to do this video on the post that he sent out, you know, based on, you know, the Google Translate. Now, there's this clothing brand for kids, right? For children. Now they call them Balenciaga, right? Now, they've been getting a lot of heat recently, you know, crazy shit found in their items, not even just clothing, but their items like toys, stuff like that. It's all for children. They found blood and stuff like that in there. You know, they found all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, they've been getting a lot of reports. Now, if you translate the name Balenciaga, is Latin, right? It's a Latin name. Now, the brother translated it from Latin to English. And it says Baal is the king. Right? So I did a video yesterday, you know, about how they're naming everything after gods, you know, the days, the weeks. I mean, the months. You know, that's their trick bag. You know, they're making you, you know, they made you build this society, right? This is to you 2/3. You know, this is to the 12 tribes of Israel, right? They made you build this society just to serve the gods that they made you build, to make you serve those gods, just to further show that, yeah, we own you, nigga. You know, and then they have your children wearing clothing brands that says Baal is king. You know, they're having you serve again, you know, because this isn't the first time, you know, this happened, you know, because all throughout the Bible, you know, Jake kept serving Baal and all these other gods. You know, what happened in Judges? You know, Jake kept going the hell off. The Lord set up judges to put us right back in order. And once the judges died, what happened? Israel kept on serving. You know, they did evil in the sight of the Lord. You know, they kept serving unto these other gods. And they went straight back to Baal, Dagon, you know, the god of the Philistines. You know, all these different gods. And then I mentioned in the other video what they got us doing. You know, you in school or work, you know, you hear that you get a day off or the weekend. You're hoping on that certain day. You will sit there and literally hope on that day, which that same day is named after what? A god. You know, your birthday, you're hoping on that month, which is named after what? A god. You know, holidays, which is their, you know, ritualistic actions, you know, their activities. But those are on certain months. You know, you 2/3 out there going to hope on that certain day. You know, I can't wait for this month. I can't wait for December. They're named after gods. And that's where they get you at. They get you to hope and pretty, worshiping. You're worshiping these gods that they set up. So I want to get a scripture, a few of them. This is Ezekiel 4:13, right? Okay. It says, "And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them." Right? So what is that talking about? That's usually talking about, the food, but that don't even have to go into food. That's talking about everything, your anything that you desire, your wants and your needs, your clothes, your entertainment. It's defiled. Everything in this place is defiled. And even clothing brands or item brands that is called Balenciaga, which is Baal is king. That is defiled. Right? And then almost every children that put on the outfits that is made by them, they got reports of stuff like that. People that put on the outfits, those outfits, they started bugging the hell out. They said children was having all kinds of aneurysms, seizures, and all kinds of crazy shit, like what you see in them Exorcist movies. This is the shit. This is what they get you through, right? And that's all part of their agenda. But once they see, that y'all worshiping Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, now y'all gotta go, and that's that Revelation 12:12, because they know that they have but a short time. They hate when we teach the words of Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. They hate it. Israel too. Mainly this man that runs this society, but Israel too. Why? Because they don't want to see this place fall. They gotta continue to keep this place going. They don't want to see it fall. Right? Yep, this is Nahum 3:1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not." Right? So it's all full of lies and robbery. This is the bloody city. They had you build this place off of your blood, sweat, and tears, and slavery. Complete torture. They had you build this place and their statues and their, for their gods, just for you to worship them and pay the place. Right? Now, ain't that some crazy shit? They had you make the place, and you got to pay your money for it. Right? They make you serve their gods. Right? Because this is what the Lord said is going to happen. This was written. This is prophecy. This is Deuteronomy 4:24. It says, "For the Lord thy God is a consuming fire, even a jealous God." Right? So he is a jealous God. You serving unto these other gods. That's why the Lord was pissed the hell off with Israel every time we started, going the fuck off. When we did evil in the sight of the Lord, it happened so many times. And then we had to cry unto Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua for repentance. That's why we have the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. Right? So it says, "When thou shalt beg children, and children's children, and ye shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves, and make a graven image, or the likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of the Lord thy God, to provoke him to anger." Right? So this is the same thing. That's the shit that Israel was doing. And you know what? Those gods that this man got us serving weirdly enough, were actually the gods that Israel created. You know, because who made these sick customs? Who made these damn customs? To serving gods like that. Hell and it wasn't this man that runs this society. It was actually Jake. It was actually Israel. Because they just had to fucking keep dabbling into all these other things, and then they kept on creating gods and more gods, and then this man came over. You already know that he is a parrot. Anything he sees, he'll take as his own. So these gods that Israel was making, this man came over and took those too, and still having us worship them. This man that runs the society, he knows, he knows who the God of Israel is. But as long as he have us serving unto Baal, Dagon, all these other gods, we're going to be stuck, asleep. And that's what he wants. Right? So graven images, this is the shit that Jake is doing today. That this man got us doing. It says, I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day. Right? So heaven and earth, that means everything. Everyone and everything. It's seeing what your wickedness. This is to you 2/3. Everything, everyone and everything is going to see your wickedness. That ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. Right? So the longer you serve unto your other gods, you're going to be destroyed. You want to serve, you want to serve unto these other gods. You want to serve Baal, you're going to die with Baal. You're going to die that way. You're going to be destroyed. Why? Because Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is jealous. Okay? The Lord is jealous. He is a jealous power. It says, and the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whether the Lord shall lead you. Right? It says, and there, it's the main point, and there ye shall serve gods, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see nor hear nor eat nor smell. Right? This is the shit that Jake, created and started serving unto. And then now that we're under captivity, this man is keeping us in that same manosphere, to serve unto these gods. And meanwhile, Jake don't look up shit. We all know that. What's that? Balenciaga. You're going to put on those out. You're going to put those outfits and the products and them toys. You're going to give them to your children, and then what's going to happen? Their spirit is defiled because of this. Because you Jakes don't know that Balenciaga means Baal is king, and that is wicked. If you don't put down these other gods, your porks, crab, and shrimp, the thoughts of grace, you're going to be utterly destroyed. Thus saith the Bible, thus saith Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right? These gods is not going to lead you anywhere. These other, your days of the week. Oh, I can't wait for this. That's not going to lead you anywhere. Where the hell is that going to get you? I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and Shalom.